Previously on Divorce Court.
You know, I haven't been at home lately because of all this extra time she's been spending with other men. And that's not me being insecure, that's her not respecting me, and it makes me question her loyalty to me. I'm the breadwinner. Come on, be honest with the woman. Me and her go way back. So
I take care of Isaiah. I buy Isaiah's clothes. I get Isaiah's haircut. I provide Isaiah with food. Like, everything that belongs to Isaiah is because of me.
What do you want Isaiah for?
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Isaiah Moore and Vicki Halston in the continuation of their Before Your Vows case. When we came here in an earlier session, Ms. Moore and Ms. Halston were talking about the issues that you had, the love that you had for her and the love that you had for him, but the issues, some of those issues involved other people. One is Aries Thomas. I want you to come forward. She is your niece. And Ms. Halston, you have trouble with Aries, and you're going to tell me about that. And then there is Richard Sanders, which you will come forward, is Ms. Halston's best friend. So much so that the two of you got each other's names tattooed on yourselves, and Mr. Moore is not comfortable with that. So before I start anything, Ms. Halston, I'm going to start with you. What is your problem with Ms. Thomas?
She don't know her place.
Explain that to me.
She don't know how to stay in her lane. She's not in the relationship with me and Isaiah. It's me and Isaiah in a relationship. Not me and Isaiah and Aries and Richard. It's me and Isaiah.
How does she impede or step into your relationship inappropriately? Give me some examples of some things she's done.
For example, when she said that she seen me out with another guy and it wasn't true. Like, if you did, mind your business. Like, I don't tell your business. Like, I don't, I don't be out here, telling whoever you in a relationship with what you do. Why do you have a problem with everything that I do?
Ms. Thomas, do you have a problem with everything she does?
She's a liar.
Do you believe that they're a good couple?
I do, but it's just she needs to learn how to respect people. I still respect her even though she's my uncle's girlfriend, but she is very disrespectful. Like, she's the capital definition of disrespectful. Like, she came over my house and stole my jeans and then thought I wasn't going to remember it because she came over like 2 months later. What I'm on, and I'm like, wow, those are my jeans.
Did you steal her jeans and then wear them in front of her?
I remember that. Yeah, that's what she did. I remember that.
Look at Aries and look at me. Do you really think that I can fit?
Before she,
do you really think that I can fit
before
her
she
jeans?
gained the weight?
Yes. Aries is almost.
Okay. All right. I see the nature of this problem. Now I'm going to try to get the nature of this problem. You do say you're best friends, and I think it's really odd that you got your names tattooed on each other.
Yeah.
I really do.
Very.
So why don't you tell me what the two of you have been through together that would cause someone to do something so extreme?
He's been there with me through everything. I just lost...
Stand up, Mr. Moore.
I just lost my mom in May of this year, the day before Mother's Day, and I couldn't get in contact with Isaiah, for him to be there to support me, or whatever. And my best friend was there through everything.
How long have you known each other?
For about almost 3 years, almost 3 years. But
well, I'm gonna hear from Mr. Sanders because I've known people for 3 years and gotten along with them, and then in the fourth year we kind of separate. I mean, it wouldn't prompt me to put their name on my body, Mr. Sanders. Why?
See, this is the reason why. Me, I grew up in the hood, so I have problems of having people around me, and when I do have a friend, I like to keep them close. She my best friend, you feel me?
So it's like keep her close.
Stop.
That's my girl.
Stop.
We're friends though. You feel me? It's like I'm not trying to take nobody's girl, but I love my friends. You feel me? I'm gonna look out for my friends.
What is it that has happened between the two of you that has brought you so close?
She been there for me. She always had my back. And anything, if I couldn't afford to pay for anything, she would pay for it. I know for a fact she's the person who I can call on. You feel me? Like when I get a girlfriend or a wife, I want her to be like my best friend. And as a female friend, I would want her to, look and analyze the female who I talk to and give me her advice. You feel me?
I understand you.
It's a good excuse.
I understand you. Let me just ask what I'm wondering. Have you two ever been romantic?
Never.
Never.
You never even thought about it. Never even went that way. No one night
Never.
when you were drunk and looked across the bar.
No. I asked her this.
I might want to
Yeah, I
touch it.
asked
Hang
her this.
on.
Never.
Let me ask you.
I asked her this.
Judge, it was
Never.
Judge, we go out like we're girlfriends, like we're friends, like how you have friends that you hang out with
Right.
and you go have drinks with and everything. That's what we do.
Okay.
Like I have gotten drunk. We both have gotten drunk to the point where we couldn't even drive home, and I fell asleep at his house, and I slept in the guest room, fully clothed. I mean, shoes, purse, everything was still on me when I would up.
Y'all must have really been laid out. You fell asleep with your shoes and your purse on.
That quite
We
get
got
you.
woke. We would have still been asleep if it wasn't for Mr. Moore coming down the street, parks his mother's car in front of my best friend's house, gets on top of his mother's car, not the hood, the roof, Judge. He got on top of the roof of the car with a bullhorn. And he was like, come outside, I know you in there, I know y'all having sex. And the neighbors is outside, and this is about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So people, they walk their dog around that time before they go
And
to work.
he's up on the roof of the car with the bullhorn.
Yes.
Say, come on
Yes.
out, I know you're
And
in
the
there.
neighbors
Well,
looking.
we're going to have to talk, Mr. Moore, we're going to talk about that. You believe Miss Halston has a rage problem.
She sat down in the kitchen and went pounding the wall. Pound, bow, bow, bow.
Did you punch a hole in the wall? Mr. Moore, were you really on the roof of the car with a bullhorn, calling and asking your woman to come out?
Your Honor, me and my niece, we're both under oath, so I'm gonna tell you the truth. Yes, I was. But what?
Was she with you?
She wasn't with me.
Okay.
But she got ear of it. She got wind of it. So let me go back to you, Mr.
Hey, don't have a conversation with him. You talk to me.
Well, Mr. Harleston went in my bedroom, my clothes went through. But apparently she likes to steal jeans from my family members, and he likes to wear T-shirts of mine. You don't give a best friend your man's T-shirt. You don't do that.
I'm
It's
going
a T-shirt.
A T-shirt, and you think
It's
it's
a
funny.
T-shirt.
And that's what I don't like, because
It's a
what they
T-shirt.
do, and
You
then,
ain't
that's
worth
another thing.
$5.
You don't go, wait a minute. Don't speak until you're spoken to.
Now, Mr. Moore, let me explain something to you.
There go that mouth.
I am in charge in here. No one gives
better
directions
say
or
that.
orders
Don't
but
do that.
me in here. You gotta be cool, you gotta be right, and you gotta come correct. Don't you think it's a little weird to be going through your friend's dude's clothes and wearing them?
All right. If I don't have,
Stand up.
look, if my clothes is dirty, why wouldn't I ask my best friend, let me get a T-shirt? Why, I mean, what's the big issue? I don't see the big reason about it. I don't see anything wrong about it.
What happened? Did you spill spaghetti on yourself? I mean, what?
No, I'm saying though, but I have to go to work next day, and I didn't have a shirt. I needed a T-shirt to wear up under my work shirt. So I wouldn't get rolled up. I didn't have no money. I was
You owe
broke.
me $7.50.
So, I made it. This man came to my job. He was arguing with me in front of my job. I could have got fired about petty stuff, about me. He thinking I'm sleeping with her. It doesn't make sense.
Well, let me
with her,
ask you the
period.
question then. I mean, do you have feelings for Ms. Harleston? If she wasn't with Mr. Moore,
No.
would you want to be with her?
No, she's my best
Romantic?
friend. Because I don't want to mess that relationship up. I would never do that.
So it's just not there.
It's not there.
Got
But
it.
She's my best friend though, and
Mr. Sanders, Ms. Thomas, please have a seat. Thank you so much for your testimony. I want to move forward because I understand now what the external pressures are. I want to get more into the internal pressures. I understand that you believe Ms. Halston has a rage problem, an anger issue, especially when she is drinking. Why don't you tell me about that?
She just came over my family member's house, and she snatched a sunflower out of the ground and threw it into the street. She sat down in the kitchen like a child with her arms crossed like this and went pounding the wall. Pound, bow, bow, bow. I actually brought a picture. I brought a picture.
Did you punch a hole in the wall? That's a yes.
She doesn't.
Why?
She doesn't remember, Your Honor. She doesn't recollect anything.
Well, what was the problem? What was she angry about?
She was angry because she felt
Something.
like at the end of the day that I was doing something that I had no business doing. She also took a blender out of our kitchen and threw it inside of the hallway.
Because
She was mad. There we are. Exhibit 2.
did you crush the blender?
I would rather have threw the blender than to throw him.
What does he do that makes you so angry that you have to destroy property?
He calls me names. Like he calls me an ogre and Shrek. Like, how would you do that to me?
Do you call her Shrek, Mr. Moore? Now,
First
how could
off,
you
I wanna
laugh if
apologize.
you know, a woman that you say you love is crying, and you over there laughing. How does that work?
You know what? We got an extremely friendly relationship. We joke with each other all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Do you see her laughing? We're
Man, I
gonna
just
talk.
don't- I
No,
don't like
we
that.
gotta
I
talk
can't do
about
that.
that.
I'm sorry
We gotta
about
talk
that.
about that. Hang on.
All I can really do is apologize. But you know, me sleeping with a woman and having to see another man's name on her chest, that's hurtful too. What we're not gonna do is we're not gonna cry. We're gonna deal with it.
Okay, Mr. Moore, let me tell you where you're wrong, and
That's
then
not
let me
right.
help you out.
Should Isaiah be more accepting of Vicky's close friendship with Richard? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/divorce court. Divorce Court will be right back. If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Divorce Court.
Mr. Moore, I want you to stop entertaining yourself for a second and listen to the answers that she gives to the following questions. Ms. Harleston, you got very upset when you started telling me about him calling you Shrek and an ogre. Is he regularly unkind, disrespectful, and rude? What choked you up so much?
Because I have low self-esteem issues, you know, like when it does come to my weight, you know, and he feeds off of that, you know, and he thinks it's funny. It's not funny, you know, like I don't call him names. I'm very respectful to him, you know. I have my moments, you know, I'm human, you know, but it's just like...
Mr. Moore, I'm gonna give you a little help. You think everything is a little bit funny, right?
I do. And I need somebody to lighten up a little bit and not take everything so to heart. Because I'm here right now. You know, I'm here. I'm trying to work this thing out. All I can really do is apologize. But, you know, me sleeping with a woman and having to see another man's name on her chest, that's hurtful too.
Right.
But you don't see me down on my knees crying, trying to make myself the victim. Everybody got low self-esteem about something. You know, I do. But at the end of the day, what we're not going to do is we're not going to cry. We're going to deal with it. And you're not going to use stuff that I've said in the past.
Okay, Mr. Moore, let me tell you where you're wrong, and
That's
then
not
let me
right.
help you out. The thing is, just because something doesn't hurt you doesn't mean it doesn't hurt somebody else. There are things my husband can say to me I can't say to him because his feelings would be hurt, but mine won't. And part of being a married couple is not doing what you think is right, but doing what won't hurt your spouse.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? And women are very hard on themselves about their weight. It's a horrible thing. You know, I'm always looking at that. Don't tease her about her weight,
You're right.
okay?
You're right.
Now, we got to move forward because I've seen chaos and disrespect and tattoos and bullhorns. I want you to tell me in 30 seconds, despite all of this nonsense we have been talking about for 2 days, why are you still considering marrying Mr. Moore?
I feel like he's the one for me, but I just feel like if he can grow up and he can be more responsible for his actions and things that he does, I think that we can move forward, and I think that we can, be one of those relationships that's like 15, 20 years, down the line. I love him with all my heart. Like, I do.
Well, that wasn't very good. You started out with, I think we can make it if he, and then listed all the things that you didn't like about him. And then you said, if he fixed it, I think we can stay together. So I didn't hear any good characteristics. I didn't hear what you liked about him. I heard complaints. I'm gonna give you another 10 seconds. Say something nice about him.
He's sweet, charming, charismatic, and
All right, now I know you see him. Mr. Moore, you got 30 seconds. Give me your best romantic pitch about why Miss Halston is the woman for you.
Besides everything that I've said and, the things that I said that hurt Miss Halston, Vicky, I want to apologize. And I feel like if we work together to do those things that we just went over with in your courtroom, if we, have more communication, if we go to the doctor and get that laser surgery removed so she can get that name out of here, then we can move forward. If we both put in, 100% and 100%, then we can make it work.
I don't know what's so hard about that question, because nobody can ever answer it. I asked you to give a mad professional love, and you gave a dissertation about complications and compromises. That was terrible.
Is Isaiah and Vicky's 2-year relationship worth saving? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back.
I went through your compatibility test, and I want to say this to you, Mr. Moore. The last time you came here with another woman, and I asked you list 5 things that are wrong with you, you said nothing because you're perfect. You have grown since then. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
You have listed some things. You listed communications, overthinking, and then you got silly with it. You said overly attractive and overly apologetic. Too nice. So you're grown a little, but not as much as I would have liked. I think the two of you have allowed what's out beyond you to define too much of what's going within you. I think the two of you have an idea about wanting to get married, but don't have a really good idea who the other one is and how you can satisfy that other person's needs. I think she's really tight with Mr. Sanders because maybe he's filling some kind of need or void that you haven't really gotten to yet. I don't know, but that could be a possibility. If I were you, I would be concerned about that, and I would wonder about that, and I would want to really find out who she is, and I would want you to find out who he is, because I don't think you really know. You're throwing things, and you're angry, and family, and best friends, but do you ever sit down together alone, have a conversation, know where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to get it done, what your needs are, how you're going to live your life, what you're going to be, the kids, the money, everything, all of that. All of that needs to happen in the absence of these two or anybody else. I can't give you back your license. Again, Mr. Moore, I'm going to turn you down. But this one you got a shot at.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell her to run. I'm just going to tell her to back away slowly. And see if you can get it together and come correct. This matter is adjourned.
Do I think Vicky is the one that I'm going to end up with? Probably. And then maybe not.
I think I need to just focus more on my relationship because I do want to be with Isaiah for the rest of my life, and I do want to have his kids, so I think it is something that is worth moving forward with.